I'm so excited to be inside one of Nashville's hip and hottest new restaurants, 210 Jack. It's the first eatery of its kind in Nashville, and I've been hearing incredible things about the food, and I'm so excited to introduce you to one of the owners. This is Jason McConnell, along with the chef, Jess Benefield. So thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here.
So, first of all, let's talk about 210 Jack. The name alone is intriguing. Exactly what does that mean, Jason?
210 Jack is actually a card game in Japan, so we wanted to have a very authentic name, and so that's where we settled.
Exactly. And how would you describe the food that smells so delicious in front of me right now?
I mean, it's Japanese-inspired comfort food.
Okay.
So it's something that's going to be really easily accessible, although it might seem a little odd at first with some of the ingredients, but it's really something that's very comfortable. It's very savory. And very, very comforting.
Well, let's just jump right in and have you tell me about some of the items that we have in front of us.
Right.
Let's talk about this first.
So this is our Japanese fried chicken, or affectionately the JFC, as we call it. And it is a karaage, which is a style of frying. So it's fried, it's got potato starch is what that would entail. So it's a marinated chicken thigh, and then we fry it. We've got a little bit of what we call our negi dip. So it's just a real creamy, it's got lots of green onion, and it's super comforting. I mean, it's fried chicken, so it's definitely one of the most popular items.
Okay, and then this looks really interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's our seaweed salad, and a lot of the times we see seaweed salad, it's a seaweed that typically comes from British Columbia. It tends to be like real bright green, and that's what people are most familiar with. Whereas we've found a couple different seaweeds that we get some from Japan and some from Hawaii. So we use a little bit of a dry mix and we use a little bit of a fresh, and it's a lot crunchier, and it's just got all kinds of different textures, and we play with that a lot and have a lot of fun with it.
And then finally, we've got some food on a skewer.
Definitely. Yakitori, so that's a huge component of an Izakaya experience, and so one of the most important things that we have here is the eggplant, the Japanese eggplant that Jess is actually growing out back behind the restaurant, which is pretty amazing. And then some fresh cherry tomatoes with some wasabi oil to finish. And then we've got multiple different steaks and different protein items that are all yakitori. So that's one of the great parts, to come in and kind of sample lots of different things.
Absolutely. So when you and your partner, Patrick, were thinking of, how this new restaurant, what was the idea behind it? Because this is the first restaurant of its kind in Nashville.
Sure. Well, we wanted to introduce people to the Izakaya experience because it is very different than what you typically see when you go to a Japanese restaurant. Most people think sushi or hibachi, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So what we try to do is kind of really show people all the great options that are available that you don't really get a chance unless you're in bigger cities. We're the first in Nashville, first in Tennessee. We're very excited to be the first, and we want people to come in and try all of our offerings.
I plan on trying this before I leave, so that is not a problem for me. So do you have to have reservations?
You don't. We primarily try to keep it as a walk-in restaurant. We really want it to have a neighborhood pub type feel, and so we're not that large either. So holding a lot of tables, it just ends up having kind of a sparse restaurant, if you will, with a lot of people waiting. So we do take larger reservations. We do private parties and events, and then we've got our larger booths set aside for the week. Monday through Thursday, we take reservations for those, and we have lots of groups of 5, 6, 7 that reserve those.
Wow, well, I tell you, 210 Jack is a place that you definitely want to come check out. I love Japanese cuisine, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. Okay, let's tell folks where they can find you.
We're located at 1900 Eastland Avenue. It's inside the Walden development, close to Jenny's Ice Cream and Silly Goose Ugly Mugs, and we're Suite 105 at the corner.
Great. Thank you so much, Jason and Jess. Appreciate it.